Hello, and welcome back to the Cove with more Surviving Mars Green Planet. In the last episode, we have gone ahead and got ourselves some new tech, and we are creating our very first lake. But not a little one, we are making a huge one, which is particularly nice. So either way, that is something we have to look forward to. But with that, we are also researching the technology to not even require any pumps for them, which is very, very nice. But first we're going to go ahead and keep working on this gene adaptation for new farms, new crops for our farms. We got a little bit of trouble back at Earth, and apparently they're talking about food issues. So just in case that does spill over towards us, or if they require our help, we're going to go ahead and get that going as well. Alright, so that also means we just finished up a tech as well at the end of the last episode. We were talking about adding on our Martian-born strength, which is very good, which we now have. So let's go ahead and then go for the Home Collective upgrade. I believe that was the next one on our list. Make sure our colonists stay nice and happy, given how terrible things are back at home. You never know. They probably have family or some distant relation back there, so yeah, looking after their happiness is going to be, or looking after their comfort is going to be quite important. Okay, so let's see. We have our shuttle up in space at the moment. We're deploying a high-speed comm satellite, which will give us a nice little boost to our science. We've created a senior exclusion zone, so we're getting plenty of technology being researched at the moment, and I believe we're about to go ahead and we're going to finish working on this Hawking Institute and split some of the workload from one to the other and just maximize the amount of output. So I think that's going fairly well. We have a few people who are in the Martian University, but again, it's becoming fewer and fewer over time. And oh yes, that's right. We also have our sanatorium with our upgrades, but it looks like we don't have many who are cowards, alcoholic, and lazy anymore. So let's go ahead and change this up. I think let's go ahead and set this one to auto. I think alcoholic and lazy are two that we should probably keep around for now. Yeah, cowardice is, I think we've got enough. We have enough of a support network around to be able to help them out, so that won't be as penalizing. Melancholic, again, the performance can be easily made up with the amount of people we have in each job. Chronic condition, again, probably not bad, but again, we have plenty of medical facilities, so I think making sure that there's no alcoholics, so we don't have any sanity breakdowns or accidents because of their drunkenness, and then getting rid of laziness to improve our performance should stay. But other than that, I think they will be our priorities for now. So yeah, we're going to leave this open as it is for now. That should be fairly busy. We're not going to go for more than a single shift, simply because we don't want to impact our economy too heavily. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and leave that there. I think that is good. Alright, so we've got a little bit of power during the night time, which is nice. That is, yeah, slowly filling up our new accumulator for our new dome. We still have about the same amount, just over a day worth of electricity, but again, I think we should be safe in that regard. We can always shut down buildings if necessary. We've also, let's see, got good amounts of concrete being produced right now, 23 per day. That's a good use of things there. We're slowly building up our supply right there. So that should be nice, and I think, yeah, that's pretty much all that we need for now.
Research complete.
I think we're very happy. Alright, so either way, that is our gene adaptation. So let's go ahead and add on a new tech into the research queue. I think from here, let's go with... I don't think we need smart homes or better storage as it stands right now. We don't need the fungal farm upgrade either. I think... what would be the most benefit to us right now? Farm upgrades decreases the amount of workers necessary. You know what, that's probably not bad. Same for the medical center for our better birth rate. Either that or maybe a... I'm really tempted to go for a gene selection or potentially construction nanites, both of which would be super useful in the long run. But right now, I don't think it's too much of an issue. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and we'll pick up the farm automation. Yes. So at the moment, we have a few people working in our farms. If that cuts it down by 2 or 3, that means we'll have full capacity there and should get the best yields possible. And then we'll see how that all goes. All right. So either way, we did just start a crop of potatoes. So what is our new seeds that we have access to? So we have quinoa. That is not amazing. It's 11 food per harvest, as opposed to... Oh no, that's 11 food per harvest. Doesn't change the... It's got less water requirements. It doesn't cause issues for the soil. And the oxygen thing is about the same. Okay, so that's better, I suppose. Then we also have, let's see, wheat 1.6. That's also not too bad. No, corn. There it is. Okay, so 5 days and 70 food from an optimal harvest. That's an improvement. It's about... What's that? 12, 13 per day. Okay, so that's slightly better return. And then we also have fruit trees for, again, 11 and bounces things back again. Although it also reduces oxygen consumption by a fair bit more. I think what we're going to end up doing is, yes, going for some fruit trees. Yeah, so right now we're going for the potatoes. We'll let that run its course. Then from there we'll go ahead and move to fruit trees. And then instead of soybeans, we're going to go ahead and go to corn. Yeah, water consumption is a little bit higher, but again, right now I don't think that's really much of an issue for us. We have more than enough ways to fix out those troubles. Let's also make sure that we're doing the same thing in our other places. We're going for soybeans at the moment, so let's go to the corn and then our fruit trees. And then over in our other one, let's also go from, yeah, nothing to fruit and corn. Excellent. All right, sweet. That is very, very nice. That should shore up our food supply for quite some time. All right, and it looks like our high-speed satellite project has also been finished. Excellent. So now, yep, sponsor is now getting us 900 signs per day. Very, very respectable. Although apparently, what's going on here? Huh. Building is malfunctioning. Okay. Do we have access to electronics? We have 2 of them here.
Sector scanned.
We should have more. But you know what? I guess that's just because we are a little bit low in our overall supply. It won't take us too long to fix that though. We are producing a very solid amount per day. Yeah, we'll let that fix things up. Alright, a few more engineers, a few more scientists, medics and officers. That'd be nice. We need, in fact, you know what? We can probably cut this back a little. And, oh dear, we've got a famine. Okay, let's see what's going on. But before we get distracted by that, let's just double check. Oh, spacebar can be on over night time. Let's see that, where are we getting all those jobs from? We still have medics, 10 of them. Alright, we have an infirmary, right, yep, okay, let's go cut that down to 3 jobs. There should be an infirmary over here somewhere. No, that's all good. That's fine, we still need one more over there and then over here. Okay, so... Alright, the number is probably coming from our medical center. Okay, let's turn that down a notch for now. And then, let's see, scientists 15, engineers 10, officers 4. Let's maybe tone down the amount of engineers. Let's go ahead and we'll reduce this a little bit. We don't need all of this extra power right now. That should be fine. In fact, yeah, let's kick out a few more people and then we'll also turn this down a notch as well. There we go. Okay, so that should give us better numbers as far as our scientists and things are concerned. We do have some people working over here. That'll be fine. We'll go... let's halve the workforce. Yeah, that's what we'll do for now. And we'll do something similar over there. Okay, there we go. So that should be good. That'll get us extra science. We'll get a couple of people working here as well. Yeah. Alright, I think that seems reasonable. And you know what? Since we do have the power... let's work on the amplification over here. Alright, but either way, let's check in on this famine. Another colony is having trouble growing their crops. Starvation is a constant threat on this untamed planet. The colony of Paradox Interactive was coping well for a while, but recent reports estimate that they can't really handle their agriculture development. It's a matter of time before things get out of hand. Wow. Send botanists to help teach a man to fish. Yeah, fair enough. Gain some standing, lose some botanists. No one said that surviving Mars is easy. We can't spare the specialists. Or invite some of them over. We can feed everyone. Yeah. Okay. That is an interesting situation to deal with. I think realistically, let's go ahead and invite some of them over. Yeah, taking away some of their manpower and adding to our situation should be good for our overall economy. And we have the sanatorium, so we can happily get rid of their gluttonous desires. Yeah, I think this is going to be an absolute win. Let's help them out by inviting them over and persuading them to stay. Yeah, a little bit of, what shall we call it? Backhanded corporate shenanigans. There we go. Alright, so you know what? With that in mind, let's go ahead and... let's aim for Glutton. Where are you? Here you go. Yeah, we'll switch out from Automatic to Glutton. That'll be fine. I think... who are you? You are Alcoholic and Lazy. Yeah, that is fine. As they arrive, we'll deal with that. That is all fine by me. Yeah, I think that'll work out just well enough. We may need some extra people to... some extra residential space. Technically, we could fill up these apartments here, and I think that would give us a little bit... there's not much wiggle room, but it would be enough, technically speaking. Yeah, technically speaking, we would have enough room for 10, but we may need to go ahead and change things up a little bit more. Let's also just double check in on the nurseries. They are relatively full, so our school is also rather busy. Yeah, okay, so... hang on, let's just double check. Nerd technology research. I think we might actually get rid of... No, you know what? I think we keep what we have. I think that seems all well and good. Depending, we'll just go ahead and build up another set of apartments. I think we have enough materials for that to not be an issue. Let's just double check. Yeah, 25 concrete and 6 polymers, easily handled.
Dust storm
yeah,
approaching.
but we will give that a little bit of time as, again, we're trying to just build up our stores a little bit, given our concrete deposit here is, it's taking some time to accrue what we're after. Alright, well, actually, you know what? Speaking of such things, maybe what we should do is, expand our concrete production. Yeah, we've got a high grade of concrete over here. That's 500 of it. I suppose that would be a viable alternative. Alright, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. We'll build up a new drone hub. Actually, that'll cost us a... that'll cost us a decent amount, but we could pop this in over here. In fact, if we build this over there... That would give us access to concrete, some more water, and very nearly some more metals and what have you. In fact, if we... Oh, we're too far from a drone commander, but you know what? That's fine. Yeah, I think we go ahead and build this over here and get access to these extra resources. We should be able to ferry them across fairly well. Yeah, we'll put some storage in there. Yeah, we'll make this work. I think we can do it. So we'll go ahead and do that. We are a little short on power right now, but I think that's just because of something. But again, we're making more during the day, so it's not really that big of a deal. We'll make up its difference. Our batteries are ridiculously well set, so that's fine. Oh, and before I forget, we do have a dust storm on the way, and we have a whole stack of extra piping here. Let's make sure that we have some valves in place to avoid any potential dangers. So let's go ahead and add in an extra trib electric scrubber, I think. This should cover... Can we get this to cover the dome? I think we can. Let's just check. How close can we get? Yeah, I think that should be fine. Yeah, we'll put this here, and that should cover all of this, although it won't get covered itself, so we do need a second one. So you know what? Let's go ahead and pop that here. And then we'll need one more. Actually, these are going to use up a few of our electronics, won't it? Right. Power production there. Hang on, where are some... Ooh, an engineer in the medic. That's in the medical plant. That's not a great thing. Hang on a second. I think we have more than we need over here. Let's go ahead and cut down some of the jobs and make sure that that is... they should start working over here. That should be fine. Let's go ahead and... you know, we'll open up a couple more just in case we get any excess engineers hanging around. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Yeah, we've got a nice supply of polymers, so the dust storm won't affect us there. We can always... We'll open up another one over here just in case, but again, either way is fine by me. Let's see. Alright, valves. That's what we were going to do. Got sidetracked very severely. Let's go ahead and... life support. Pipe valve. Let's add that over... you know what? Let's just go ahead and add this right on the corner. And then let's add this all the way... let's see, where do the, I think here is going to be the next best spot. All the rest is kind of in this little maze. Yeah, it's a little unfortunate we can't clean that up a little bit, but it is what it is. Let's just pop that there. Yeah, I think that'll have to be good enough. Alright, so at least if anything happens there, that should be covered. We have... yeah, we have our rocket back. It looks like that's ready to do whatever it wants. Let's just quickly check if there's any more missions that we care about. There's ourselves. There's Japan. Paradox. Another satellite for some more money, but again, that's not exactly, huge. We could... oh, you know what? May potentially get some anomalies. We could easily power up the defense system. Although we could also try and make some money. We did get an event in the last one saying that we had 5 days before the markets closed back at Earth. So you know what? Maybe we do go ahead and we shuffle off some exports and make a little bit of money just to be sure, because it could be a while before we can do that again. So we'll leave that be. Let's see, drone hub, yeah, that still needs to be built. we'll have... Yeah, these construction nanites could be really good because it means we don't have to worry about ferrying our resources across as we slowly expand. Well, you know what? It's probably not the end of the world either. We do need a few more electronics before we do too much, so I suppose that'll be fine. Yeah, that'll be alright. Looks like, yeah, everything's coming along nicely over here. That's all working out. Couple of seniors who I don't really care about, but it is what it is. We'll get to that in time. Yeah, security station. We have a few extra there. That could be good. Send them elsewhere? You know what? I think we just let the graduates fill up the space as time goes by. We are losing a little bit of power, but again, we know during a dust storm that is an absolute non-issue. So, yeah, I think we're just going to let things be. Let's just double check.
Sector scanned.
Scans. We're down to the very final sector, which is very good to see. Hopefully there'll be one final anomaly, but, you know, I'm not going to hold my breath for that. We'll just let things go as they are. Alright, so let's see. Tech, what are we doing? Yeah, Mars Novo, so that'll cut down our building costs for concrete and metals. That'll be... Actually, you know what? We have a fair bit of cash. Maybe we could go ahead and make some money. Yeah, you know, maybe we do go ahead and outsource just a little bit of extra science. I suppose there's nothing really bad for us to go ahead and do that. Go for an extra 5,000 science over the next 5 days. That'll speed up lake vaporators to be about a day's endeavor. And then... yeah, Martian Strength, Collective, Farm Automation. I think all of these are good. Yeah, let's go ahead and outsource some science. We have good reason to make good money, so we may as well. The batteries, again, we don't need to worry about, even though we are losing power right now. We will happily be able to sort that out. I think we'll shut down, yeah, when we shut down a fuel refinery or something like that during the storm, that'll be enough power to switch. But even then, the wind turbines will be going over what they would put out as standard. So, yeah, we're going to have hundreds of excess. So I don't think that's going to be an issue.
Research complete.
Alright, Mars Nouveau is sorted. Let's add on a new tech, farm automation, and then... what do we want? I am somewhat tempted to go for an open farm. That could be useful. But again, I don't know if we can really get that done until we have more atmosphere. So what else have we got? We have forestation, but again, that's not an issue. Well, that is a bit of an issue since we don't have atmosphere. We need... let's see. Import greenhouse gases. So that'll get us atmosphere. Capture ice clouds for water. Give us a few more missions with our shuttle. Other than that, we could also go... maybe a carbonate processor? I suppose that's not the worst thing. Yeah, burning waste rock to create atmosphere. We do need to start working on atmosphere. Other than that, yeah, I think that actually might be our next best thing to go for. Yeah, as much as I would love to go for something along the lines of those construction nanites and whatever have you, I think this is going to give us the overall goal better to yeah, finish terraforming Mars. So let's go ahead and tag that on there. Yeah, I think that is going to be perfectly fine. Alright, don't need that. We know about that. This is all fine and dandy. It just is what it is. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Alright, we also did go ahead and build up a few more drones in the last one. So we have 3 available drone prefabs. I think we'll check in on... let's see, this drone hub is fairly busy. Let's go ahead and unpack a couple. That should be fun. We'll try and bring that down. These guys are going to be working fairly constantly with all of these metals that are around. All of the concrete as well, so it's probably advisable to make sure that they're not overloaded at any given time. Storage is still low for concrete, but again, that is what we're trying to make sure that we have good access to. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Let's see, what are we working on now? We're working on the lake vaporators. So that'll be this all sorted out, and we'll start working towards that water. And yeah, I don't know how much we lose. Yeah, atmosphere is the next thing that we need to start working on. Yeah, so definitely good to add that tech onto there, because this is going to cost us a whole stack of resources. For now, let's go... Actually, do we even want to... Yeah, let's go ahead and fix that up. We have plenty of resources to get this done. Let's send our commander drone. Yeah, here we are, our RC commander. You're currently helping out with some of the logistics there, but let's go ahead and... If we want to construct, let's move you over there. Yeah, I think that should be within range, and then we'll pick up our RC transport and we'll pick up a couple of materials. So where are you right now, buddy? Over here. Okay. Let's go ahead and load resources. Let's go for... let's load 10 electronics and... Wait a second. How much was it? 10 electronics and 12 metals. So we'll have to make that 15. So let's go 10 and 15. There we go. Okay, so that is excellent. That should be good. Alright, so yeah, we'll use you to ferry the materials over there. The commander should be all set to do what he needs. So yeah, once we have that, I think we'll go ahead and put them back onto automated mode. Make sure that they collect the rest from the map. But we will see how that goes. Why is this taking so long? Desired amount 15. Okay, well, we're a little short on electronics.
Sector scanned.
Yeah, that... Oh, and I think that was our final scan. Yeah, that is it. We are done for this whole map, which is very, very nice to see. No more of those to worry about. And, yeah, we'll just have to...
Funding received.
Ooh, rare metals. Okay, excellent. Yeah, I think for now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we will get this drone hub sorted. We'll go ahead and get some of these extra materials as well for the concrete extractor and the other. But again, once we have this sorted, we'll do another universal depot. Just make sure that they have what they need. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Again, why on earth are we just taking so jolly long? I guess we're working really hard to increase overall, but let's go ahead and then instead, you know what? Let's move to our proper storages. Let's go ahead and load some metals here. Let's load another 10, and then that'll do.
Resources are low.
And then from there, we'll go ahead and pick up a couple of electronics from the other one right beside. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we probably should have just gone ahead and done that from the get-go. Let's go ahead and add 5. 5? Yes, that is all we needed. Alright, so now that that's done, let's go ahead and we'll get you to drop everything off over here. Alright, and that should be good for a little bit of expansion.
Research
yeah, that will be fine. All right. Also, too, speaking of expansion and things, we did go ahead and work on an triple electric scrubber. And I think what we'll do is let's add in one more, just to make sure that this is covered. And I think we'll put that... let's build that triple electric scrubber just over here. So we'll definitely hit it because of the radius, but this should also cover a little bit of excess just in case we wish to expand. Either that or we go... No, I think that is definitely the right spot. Let's go ahead and put that there. And that way we'll cover both, and we'll have a little bit more room to expand if we so desire. And guarantees that things like our atomic accumulator will not have to be looked after. Alright, and there is the lake vaporators. Excellent. So let's see, what have we got? We're waiting on a little bit of concrete. Okay, I guess this is one of the reasons why things are going a little bit slow. But, oh, here we go. Construction progress is in... Let's see. Yeah, I know we're getting close to the end of the episode, but I really want to see what this first lake looks like. Even if it is just a bed, we will work our way towards terraforming. Alright, come on, let's go. A couple more hours.
Milestone achieved.
Excellent. So we have now dug a lake, which is a milestone. Very nice. 500 science I will happily take. In fact, hang on a second. Let's just check our milestones. We now have, I believe... Yeah, we have done the very first terraforming milestone, which is very nice. Liquid water, obviously we need to have 25% temperature for that, but we are making good progress towards that, so we will see how it goes. But either way, let's see, how do we go ahead and... show the soil quality overlay? No, that's not really showing us much of anything. Okay, water level doesn't increase soil quality and global water while frozen. Yes, that is fair. But again, if we can fill this up, that is what we want. And it looks like it is passively filling up, which is fantastic. Nothing to do with that extra tech. It's just going to do its own thing, which is such great news. But either way, I think we'll call it there on that high note, and we'll come back with finishing some buildings in the next one. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.